Okay, I'm excited to share our new monthly segment, Making Money Behave, with financial consultant Jen Jackson. Jen is a published author with a career history in finance and accounting. Jen has a passion for helping people understand the ins and the outs of personal finance. She's going to provide us with tips and information on money matters and how to make our money behave.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Making Money Behave segment. My name is Jen Jackson. I am a financial consultant, author, speaker, podcaster, YouTuber. I'm all over the place. And my passion is to help people win with money so they can reach their financial goals and dreams. And in these monthly segments, I'm going to cover a variety of topics. I'm going to talk about budgeting. I'm going to talk about getting out of debt. Ways to retire and ways to go to college without going into debt. Those are just some of the things that I'm going to cover in future segments. However, today, before we can go into any of those things later on, today I need to work on the foundation. I need to teach you about the foundations so that we can build on that in future segments. So today we are going to talk about understanding where you are at right now with your money. You know, when I have people call me, they say, Jen, I'm in a bunch of debt. I don't know what to do. I'm living paycheck to paycheck, or sometimes not even making it paycheck to paycheck. Maybe they have debt collectors calling them. They can't afford to buy groceries for their family, and they feel overwhelmed and scared, and they don't know what to do. So the first thing that I do is I email them a worksheet for them to complete. And the items on that worksheet are what I'm going to explain today. And just as a side note, if you would like a copy of that worksheet, you can email me and I will send it to you. And I'll give you that email address at the end. But the things that are on that worksheet that they have to do before they can do anything else and before I will sit down and consult with them. The first thing they need to do is they need to write down what their expenses are, their monthly expenses. So if you are working, how much are you bringing in per month? If you have a spouse, how much are they bringing in? If there is child support, alimony, Social Security coming in, whatever that may be, you need a list of all of the income coming in for the month. Then they have to write down their expenses. So these are things like utilities, gas, water, internet, phone bill, cable, things like subscriptions. These are little things that we tend to forget about, but they creep up and they do cost money and they can totally throw us off. So things like maybe Amazon Prime or Hulu or Netflix subscriptions, they need to write down about how much they pay a month in groceries, things like gasoline. All of those things need to be written down. They're regular monthly expenses. Then I have them write down what their debt is. So if they have multiple credit cards, I need them to list out each credit card. So Discover Card, Walmart, Kohl's, whatever it may be, they need to list out each individual credit card. Same thing with car loans, student loans. If they have loans to family members or friends, all of that needs to be listed out. Then I need them to write out what the balance is on all of those debts, what the minimum monthly payment is, and if there's anything past due, they need to write that down as well. And a lot of times people won't know this information, so they really have to search for it, and that can become overwhelming, but it's something that has to be done. Another thing that needs to be on that worksheet is how much is in savings. If they have anything in savings, retirement, child's college fund, anything like that, emergency funds, what their checking account balance is. Is it in the negative? Have they overdrafted? This gives me a good snapshot, not only me, but also them, a good snapshot of their financial situation so that they can move forward. Because if you don't know where you're starting, you can't move forward. You can move backwards, but you can't move forward. And a lot of times people will feel overwhelmed and they won't want to deal with it. They have bills that will stack up that say past due. Maybe you can relate. And here's the thing. We are adults. We have to act like adults with our personal finances. I don't sugarcoat. That's not the way I teach. And I don't say that to be harsh and offend anybody, but everybody needs to take this seriously. And the thing is if you don't know where you're at financially, you haven't taken it seriously enough. And so I really need you to do that. You and your family need to do that. They need you to do that so that you can work on winning with money and changing your financial future. Now, if you have a spouse, you need to do this with the spouse. Is it going to cause fights? Maybe. It did with my husband and I years ago, but in the end, it'll be better. You'll work through it, but you have to know where you are starting. Now, if you have questions, if you would like to know, get a copy of that worksheet, like I said, a free copy of that worksheet. If you have questions about this topic, if you even have suggestions or things that you would like me to talk about in future episodes, please feel free to email me. My email address is jen@jenjacksonfc.com, and I'll spell that for you. That is JEN@JENJACKSONFC, as in financial consultant.com. At my website, I also have tools for you to use to help you with personal finance. So I mentioned that I have a YouTube channel that is called Jenny's Pennies. I have a podcast that is also called Jenny's Pennies. On my website, I also have other ways to help you with ways like saving groceries, and I have my book, which is called Jenny's Pennies, Your Financial Success Begins Today. You can find more information about that at my website, and my website is my website is jenjacksonfc.com. My email address is jen@jenjacksonfc.com. Thank you so much for listening to Making Money Behave. I hope you all have a great day.